Good evening and welcome to the Whiskey Lover Society with me, Gert Retief. And tonight we go on with a short series on the online Scotch Whisky Awards and all the nominations in the different categories. And there's a lot of controversy, there's a lot of discussions, there's a lot of passion, and I think that is what whiskey is all about. It is all about the passion and of course fighting for the one that you like and love to buy. So it is controversial. A lot of people are not so happy. A lot of people are happy to see their nomination make it. Please remember the voting will end soon, and of course then we will have the online Scotch Whisky Awards live with Ralph and Roy. So please go live at the Oswa Awards. You'll find it, just Google it and it is there. I will also put a link in the description. So Best Scotch Whisky Awards for 2023, and I think this is where the lots and lots of controversy is going to be. Why is my favorite not in there? Of course, we cannot please everyone, and I do understand that, but of course you can also put your People's Choice Awards at the bottom of this category. So the first one on the list for tonight is going to be the Ben Roma Cask Strength 50% ABV, cost around £60 for the bottle. I'm not going to worry about the prices here in Belgium, normally quite expensive, but it's something that I've had a wee dram some time ago. Did not even do a review on it. Did not have enough to do a proper review, but I did also do a review on two other from them, and I did enjoy it. So I'm not going to say much of it. Cask strength, of course, it gives you an ability to add a little bit of water to drink it the way that you like it. So for me, that is the first one. Quite a contender, I think, for a lot of people from the Best Whisky Awards for 2023. And of course, the second one, I think everybody knew it's going to be on this list. Unfortunately, for me, it is impossible to get. And I'm talking about the Bunnahabhain 12-year-old cask strength bottled at 50% ABV. Costs in the UK is around 75 euros or pounds for the bottle. If you can find it in Belgium, which is not possible, you are going to pay way more VAT for the bottle. Now, I've been looking for the 2022 bottle for last year. Could not find it, was never available here in Belgium. Also, the 2023 that just came out, it's impossible to find. And if you're going to find it, you're going to pay quite a premium, probably in the 95 to 100 euros for that bottle. For me, it's a little bit of a rip-off. It seems that all the Bunnahabhain's 12-year cask strength stays in the UK, and I quickly pick it up. I saw the Whiskey Friend Alan did a review on it a day or two ago. So it's available for them, definitely not for us. So something that I would really like. I like the normal run-of-the-mill 12-year-old. I like the sherryness of it. So definitely something that I'm dying to try, but unfortunately I cannot vote for something that I cannot even get a sample or bottle of here in the EU. The next one, that is something that I picked up a long time ago. It's one of those whiskies that keep on making an appearance in the online Scotch Whisky Awards, and of course it is the Glen Scotia Victoriana. This is the last bottle that I have, and I always feel I want to open it and I want to give it a try, but I know once I open that bottle, it's not going to last. And it is just a nice special bottle. I just like this, the simplicity of the label, the whiskey that just keeps on shining through. It's all about the whiskey for me. It is bottled at 54.8% ABV. It is just fantastic. It is lovely, light, summery, that appley, orchardy, vanilla types of nose that comes out. I can tell you this is something that at sometimes I'm going to have to open the last bottle that I have. The price, they have it at 75, I think. I paid about 80 or 90 euros for this bottle, so definitely not cheap here in Belgium. But I can tell you, once you've opened it up, you are going to start looking for who else has got it, where can I get it. I need a bottle or two just as a backup for this one. So really one that I enjoy. The next one on my list, the Legic 18-year-old, 46.3% ABV, and 85 euro. Dollars, pounds, maybe it's going to be a little bit more, maybe in the 90s. I will just have a look online what it's going to cost for me. But for me, that price for an 18-year-old single malt Scotch whiskey, beat it, of course. I think that is an absolutely bargain at that price. Of course, this is a limited edition. It is from the Tobermory distillery, and I think they are doing an excellent job of taking a peated whiskey and make it drinkable for everybody. Not just the peat heads, not the people that like the Islas, but the people that like a little bit of a smoke, a little bit of a, not so much of that hospital smell to it. This one for me is absolutely fantastic. I did also do some reviews on these whiskies, so you can go look at my homepage. And of course, please remember to like, share and subscribe. It definitely helps the channel grow, and of course the more likes that I get, the more comments that I get, and in the end one or two people might see the video and of course smash that subscribe button and help the channel grow. So Legic is definitely something that I would recommend. I did a review also on the 10-year-old, and that was one of those nice peated whiskies. I know a lot of my followers, subscribers know that I'm not a big peat fan, but the Legic 10 was fantastic. And when I tasted the 18-year-old, and I was completely blown away with that. So definitely something that I would recommend that you try. The next one on the list is the Port Charlotte 10 years old, bottled at 50% ABV. Now that is one of the, I say, heavily peated whiskies. Now, I'm not so sure. Maybe it is just me getting used to the whiskies, but for me it was not really that heavily peated, but the flavors that come out of there, the sweetness that come out of there. It is something, again, like the Legic, that is one of those whiskies that is open for everybody, even the non-peat whiskey fans. You will also like it. It is a lovely light sweetness, and it is like an interim whiskey between summertime and wintertime for me. Not that cold, not that hot. It is just a perfect sipper sitting on my balcony overlooking Brussels, and I can just enjoy that every night. And of course, quite an affordable whiskey as well. Again, duty-free stores, that's where you're going to pick it up. Quite available everywhere. I've never had an issue finding a bottle. So for me, that's something that I enjoy. That it's an award. It's something that, oh, I've never seen that. I would like to give it a try. I go online and I buy a bottle. This one, that's definitely one of those. Duty-free stores, loads and loads of these Port Charlotte 10-year-old. And of course, the last one on the list, and not the least one on the list, well, it is also for me a very controversial bottle of whiskey. And of course, I'm talking about Springbank. Springbank 10 years old, 46% ABV. And the only gripe that I have, well, I was not really a big fan of the little, they say, Springbank funk. Well, I can get used to it. I love the older versions. The 17-year-old was fantastic. The 15 was fantastic. Bloody expensive. Of course, it's all going to be on the secondary market. If you are looking for a 10-year-old here in Belgium, good luck. It is just not available. It all stays in the UK, and it seems that some of them go to the US. And but finding a bottle, anything from the 10-year-old up the scale, well, out of my price range, always sold out. I have a suspicion there was never one of these available in Belgium anyway, but very difficult to find, and that for me creates a problem that if I can't find it, how can I vote for something that I cannot even find? And of course, I can order it. Yeah, I hear people shouting, order it in the UK. It's just not makes no economical sense for me to buy something in the UK, try to ship it to Belgium. The duties and taxes is probably going to be more than the bottle itself. So that is definitely out. Even some of my friends have reached out to me and said, I can send you a sample. I said, fantastic, I would love a sample. But in the end, they charged me 40 euros for a sample. Duty cost here in Belgium. 40 euros for a 40 mils, 30 mils. They will still charge you 40 euro for that sample bottle to bring it into the country. So it makes it a little bit difficult. So that is a list of the best Scotch whisky for 2023 on the online Scotch Whisky Awards. What do you think? Which one did not make the list that you say should be in? And did you remember to vote? Did you put that in that category on the People's Choice Awards? It's going to be an interesting vote this year. I have a suspicion that a lot of people is going to be voting for something that's not even on the list. I think a lot of people is going to make their own selection. So quite looking forward to the ceremony to see what the people think of this list and what is the favorite best Scotch whisky for 2023 for them. Maybe we'll have a surprise or two. So thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I see you next time. Cheers.